Hey, what's happening? What's poppin', everybody? Man, oh man, what a time to be alive, as we're going to be going over so much in this video, so stay tuned, because first and foremost, I need to thank all of you guys for watching, because if you're watching this, you're a true fan, you're somebody who just doesn't watch me for my GBA content, just doesn't watch me for my Pokemon content, watches me because I'm me. Because I'm off the wall, I'm kooky, I'm up for the memes, I'm up for the excitement, I'm up for the challenges here. As once again, thank you so much. It honestly, this past 3 years or so, give or take, that I've been in League format, that I've played Pokemon, it's been really fun. There have been shit times. The shittiest times was at one point in time, I felt as if I was the absolute best in League format. And that's not really something to brag about, because what it took was not worth it. It required my personal life. And theoretically, it kind of cost me thousands of dollars, in the sense of, if I had worked instead of playing Pokemon, I could have gained way more financial wealth. But, that's neither here nor there, because I kind of still would do it all again, just because it's really been a lot of fun. Not only just playing the Pokemon games, but everything. You guys know everything, as there's more to me than just playing Pokemon, as there's the persona of Iron Flash Gaming, the troll side, as I love that. I will always love that shit, and it's so fun, because so many people take this shit way too seriously. And over the past year, I've tried to help people separate themselves, because originally I came here for all the best purposes, being I wanted to play to have fun. And that's what we all come here to do, to play Pokemon to have fun. But you can't do that while playing league format in certain variations. So for example, if you're in a very, very competitive league, in order for you to do good, you have to dive into your personal life, because the best put all their time and effort to become the best. And then if you lose all your games, then a lot of people just don't have fun doing it, because it's kind of like, what's the point? If your real point is to have fun, but in order to have fun, you need to win. So there's egos, there's sadness, there's SJWs up the ass, in which I love the most, honestly. Shouts to Sock, shouts to mostly Sock and El Scizor in the GBA. Somewhat, not really Tom. Tom's more of an overly angry person, but we'll get into that a little bit later, as I don't want to shit on too many people, because this is not what it's about. It's about, first and foremost, I've met so many real life friends, as I'm going to be seeing Maddie Brawlick later on this month. At the end of the month, we're going to be doing a little bit of recording, and we're going to record my ass with top tier boys, somebody who hasn't been in the picture in a long ass time, but that's okay, and Maddie Brawlick, who is the big bouncing chest of the league format. So that's going to be really fun. I'm also going to see somebody who many of you guys may or may not know, a guy named Paul Bartel. He is somebody who recently just came down to Ohio and is going to be down there for the next couple months. So hopefully I see him. But it's just kind of the point of, I have real friends where I would not have had them if I didn't play League format, and I can now say that I no longer play Pokemon anymore, and we're still friends, because I've grown legitimate relationships with people. And guys like Gypsy, he's just a very, very honorable guy, so humble, which is funny, because I'll admit he can get a little bit over the top when it comes to Pokemon, because a lot of people consider him the best. And as I already said, it takes so much out of it. But like, it really is humbling to be friendships with a guy, Gypsy King. He's this lovable guy. He's got the Colgate grin, and then you got Aki, the third member of the Mount Rushmore, in which Mount Rushmore is basically kind of like this biggest meme of all time. Many people shit on it, and honestly, I love it, because originally there was this thing like a year ago where, or however long it was, there's this like side off branch little things that are outside of tournaments, that are outside of leagues, and they're kind of like groupings or pairings or like kind of like wonky stuff that try to replicate other things in Smogon. So what this was it was me, and the boys, and we ended up doing very, very well, and we ended up calling ourselves Mount Rushmore because we do see ourselves as very, very good battlers, but a lot of people take that shit way too seriously because they think we take that shit way too seriously, but it's mostly for memes. And honestly, like half the time, like in our server, like we're just talking about like real shit. And then we got Aki. I love that dude. Aki he is something else, dude. So he's somebody who I know the least out of the group, but um he's a fake Eagles fan. But just being friends with Aki is really fun, and I connect with him a lot too. So I can say that I've walked out of this being legitimate friends with people, and that's really if people still want to see me as like kind of like this toxic person and things like that, well, that's up to them, because let's actually now go over some controversy now. So it all started where I decided to be in the last season of the GBA, and the reason why I wanted to do this is because specifically it was like a couple guys, but Flying Bird and other people, they were like, just join it, you can make it in, just one last run. And I was like, I never played in Wi-Fi League. Let's just do it. The first obstacle that I stood in was versus El Sizzler. I said one thing to the dude. So the thing is that I was friends with him a little bit, kind of, because we were in a league together. We battled before. We talked here and there. And I said 3 words to him. I was bored one day at work, and I PM'd 40 different people this one message. 39 normal people did not respond or just laugh because they know it's satire because it's coming from me. I said 3 words. I said racist, or maybe it was 4 words: racist Donald Trump supporter, or something like that. Racist Trump supporter, or something along those lines. Just 3 words. It was obviously sarcasm because one, Lars is a SJW, so obviously he's not going to be a Trump supporter. Two, is it was out of the blue, so obviously like the context was just like joking here and there, and it was not meant to be anything more than that. But he immediately blocked me, and then when I tried to join the GBA, he went out of his way to make sure that I would not join the GBA, which was totally fun because it was like, once again, I'm not trying to have any legitimate beef with people. Like, if people really have a problem with me, I don't want to have like actual problems with people, and I'll solve them. But it was very hard to contact the guy. I did apologize, but it was very difficult to do so because when he blocks you, what are you supposed to do? So, there's it's whatever at the end of the day, because people like that are very interesting because they just overreact over nothing. And then most people can rationalize and say, okay, this person is clearly in the wrong because, why would you overreact? Now, I do, but the thing is though, is like I just do a lot of just silly things, and that's all it was. So that was obstacle one, but we were over to overcome that because I don't know exactly everything that happened. There's another guy that also roadblocked me in Envy a little bit. That one's more Alex Jones rumors, conspiracy stuff. Just because I don't know, a lot of people told me like Envy, he doesn't want competitiveness, and if I were to be in the D League and then make it in the main league, I can wreck his reputation. I can't really say that's all facts, but that's kind of like something just take a grain of salt. But that kind of did happen, so I had some roadblocks, but then we were able to make it. And a lot of people slept on me because I hadn't played basically in a year, and I was really rusty and never played in level 50. And I also drafted a kind of a weird draft. And we'll go over my draft. So basically, my draft, it had the thing is so many people, they call it like a bad draft, an average draft, but every single week people thought I had team matchup. And even in the playoffs, what happened? Crobat for the win said I had matchup. Techno said I had matchup, in which I probably did. But the thing is that people had. So my biggest weakness was I had weird speed tiers, but then I took advantage of the weird speed tiers because people didn't bring Scarfers versus me, and then I brought Scarfers versus them, and it really my weaknesses then became positives, and I just had so much versatility on my team. It was all about versatility, about Play-Doh of the Mons, about just using so many different angles, and you don't know what I'm going to have. my mon for mon, my best mon was Garchomp. That's like a round 2 pick. So it's like I didn't have any like god Pokemon. My actual Pokemon 1-for-1 were average, but my overall team had a lot of synergy, and you didn't know what the hell I was gonna do, and that's what made it so beautiful. Okay, yeah, you can say, okay, Heracross is gonna be Scarf and blah blah blah, but it's like you don't know just because like I could have had Flame, I had Flame Orb 1 week, I had Crocodile that ended up being the Ipapa berry and stuff like that. So it's like you just never know. Anyways, um, roadblock number 2 was Sock. So the very first time I intentionally tried to get banned from the GBA fan server, that was actually me trying to. That was me actually being AIDS and toxic, if I ever was, because for whatever reason, me and OP were just fucking around. We're just like, hey, you want to get banned from the fan servers? Like, sure, okay, let's say a bunch of stupid stuff and got banned. It was just because, like, there's no point in being in the fan server because nobody gave a single fuck about the D League, because the D League is seen as something that nobody really cares about because the main league is all that matters. This is where the majority of the fans come from, is from the main league, because they have higher sub counts, which is totally understandable. But it also is a little bit disrespectful that nobody gives a single fuck about the D League, and that's why nobody. If you see, go to the GBA right now. Look, the last upload was like week 11 of uploads. Are they going to announce that me and or Techno won the D League? No, they're not. Are they going to go over any of the playoff games? No, they're not. Are they even going to go over week 12? No, they're not, because nobody gave a single fuck. I played a little bit of tribute into it just because there was one day in which I had to face Aster in MPO finals. I had to face Greg because we had weird scheduling, because I tried to trade and then I disconnected during the trade, so then I couldn't trade, but then we tried to play on Wi-Fi, but then we had disconnects on Wi-Fi. So it was like a compilation of all this crazy stuff with Greg. And then I played Leo. So I ended up playing 3 people, and then I didn't have enough time to upload, and then my upload scheduling was a little bit wonky, and I ended up having to be sleep deprived, and then I had problems with my computer, and it was just this giant mess. And so then I played a little bit of tribute into the inconsistency of the D League, and then others then soon followed, and then it just totally nobody cared. There was no when I first joined the GBA server, not a single person reached out from the actual GBA main coaches, and this is part of the reason why like I was not going to join the GBA. Why would I join the GBA when in one none of them want me, because you have social justice warriors, you have guys like Tom who totally overreact. Tom, okay, first of all, I like Tom. The thing is, I really like Tom, but he he gets really angry about the littlest things, and it's like I can't help but just kind of troll stuff like that. And then just the fact that just the competition level, it was around the same, but there's no incentive because there's more or less competitiveness, because the thing is like, okay, Envy I guess is like the most I actually don't even know who's all going to be in the next season of the GBA, just because the GBA is a really big mess to begin with. I'm pretty confident I'd definitely beat Envy, but who knows? Maybe he beats me one game, I beat him the next game. That's probably pretty much how I see it. But like, same thing with 6 foot hacks. 6 foot hacks, he's gonna go in the GBA. He's probably gonna make finals of GBA main if he makes it. Which if he doesn't make GBA main, then we're really talking about autism, and then definitely the Envy thing is legitimately real. If he doesn't make the GBA main again, because there's no reason why Leo should not be able to do that. And then basically, like, if you go into the fan server now, there was a controversy with that, because I got banned, and then Salk was nice enough to let me back in, and then I just randomly one day kind of like broke some rules, but fuck it. There was people that I knew that didn't really like me or didn't really care for me. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna add the Butterfree rules to them just because why not? It was just a funny thing, um, and then I got banned for that. And then but the thing was is like there was such an overreaction to that. Like I was allegedly called all these like different things, and I was slandered a lot just because like one of the things was like I harassed Aaron, in which Aaron even says like no I didn't, and that was just miscommunication. Like I did all these things, but literally all I did was add Butterfree rules, and like something like that. Like if you want to ban me for something like that, sure, but to overreact to such the degree that it was is just very, very, very entertaining. And then the last controversy was that let's talk about the GBA finals. GBA finals, I won and Techno won. I won because I was able to actually like legitimately like, win the battle, but I brought an illegal set. Did I or did I not intentionally bring Agility Pass? The whole reason why I brought Agility Pass was because I want to bring Screens Zapdos just
what's
to,
happening?
because okay,
What's
originally
popping?
I was not even
It's
gonna play
the
GBA finals just because
Iron Flash
I
Gaming.
could not give a single fuck about it, just because like nobody cared. Nobody cared. The atmosphere was just empty. It was it was to the point I had to continually tell myself, why am I playing this game? Why am I going to play the finals? Nobody cared about it, and I really wanted to play Leo. There's nothing wrong with Techno, and we'll go over Techno real quick, but I really want to face Leo, and then I didn't get the chance to face Leo, and that really hurt. And I want to do a best of 3, and I didn't get the best of 3 option either, just because I don't know. I just want to do it just because I thought it was kind of cool. But then I decided, okay, then I was kind of thinking maybe I'll bring 5 Mons to the GBA finals because fuck it, I've done something like that prior. It's not even an ego thing. Oh, you won 5 Mons. It's just something silly, just something, just fuck around. Like I need some incentive to play, because if I bring 6 really good Mons, like what's the point of winning or losing? Like the incentive is needs to be something funny about it, something for people to talk about for me. And so then you would think that I purposely brought Agility Pass Zapdos to intentionally just piss everybody off, which is funny because I actually did not do that. If you watch my live com, I didn't even mention it once, and I just didn't. I definitely asked in the beginning of the season, was it or was it not legal? And I definitely messed it up in my head, because I know for a fact in the beginning of the season I definitely asked, maybe Tom, I definitely asked somebody, and I got a response. But in my memory bank, in the back of my head, I was told that it was legal, and technically all I had to do was ask Tom, is this legal or not? But like I was so confident that it was legal, because it was in the back of my head that it was legal. Many leagues have this as legal, like most leagues have. Well, Baton Pass, it's usually like you only could pass one stat. I guess you actually, I don't know. Can you pass one stat except for, because I know like the whole Scolpede thing is the one, and agility. First of all, Agility Pass or Baton Pass in general is obviously really aids to begin with, and I have no problem like not having that totally banned to begin with, because it's kind of like really retarded, because you're stat passing. I don't know. It's just really cancer, but I didn't do it just for the cheese. I just did it just because whatever. Um, and yeah, so I ended up losing the game. Well, I don't. So the reason why I didn't lose the game, because I won overall on 3 different levels. One, I won the game. 2, Techno won the game. The thing was is like I like Techno, and I wanted Techno to win the game, because I have no incentive to win the game from my end, because there's no continuation. That's it. That's the end of the road. And then Techno, he gained something from it, because maybe he has a chance to make it into the GBA main. But then again, like he's like maybe the most competitive player in the GBA D League, but him or Leo. But then the thing is like, okay, well, his uploads are a little bit shaky, so maybe he doesn't want to be in the GBA main. Who knows? Whatever, doesn't matter. Tom totally freaked the fuck out over it. If you go into the GBA fan server, if you try to upload my match, because that was literally the only reason why I even cared about being in the GBA fan server, was just just get that final upload, maybe say to my big fans, one last goodbye. And I couldn't even have that, just because I added Butterfree rolls to a couple of people or whatever, just because I thought it was funny. I couldn't even get a little smack on the wrist, because the thing is like, if I'm instantly labeled of, okay, I trolled before, so I get way more harsh punishments off the bat, just because it's like, okay, I'm known for a troll, so if I troll once, like, put on the hammer, which is totally fine. I get it. It is what it is. It's funny. It's all funny to me, because it makes really good reactions, because then people see, okay, you're totally overreacting. It's totally funny. Get your popcorn out. This is totally entertaining. So, yeah, Tom made it sure that if you try to upload or just post my match, he will instantly delete it, maybe even block you. as I asked Aaron, can you post my match in the GBA, and he said Tom specifically said that you can't do this. Um, Tom totally shit down people's throats all the time. From if you troll a little bit, you get yelled at. If you just over the top reactions for no reason, like just the littlest things. And once again, I really like Tom, but I had to expose a couple people. The reason why was one, fuck it, whatever, and two was just because it's like I needed to share some of my side of the story, and so that's basically it when it comes to the GBA. Yeah, so Techno in his video in his finals, he said that I openly, well, Techno didn't know, I didn't know that it was banned. Nobody knew. The first person to realize that it was banned was Greg, and probably then Greg told other people. But this technically could have went underneath the rug if, I mean, who knows, and who cares because it's all over now. But that's really enjoyable. On to the next subject. I guess I still want to go over um, the full ride, I guess, of my journey of, okay, I had the privilege to then play in the GBA. I had a very fun time, nevertheless. I like everybody in there pretty much. The only people that I don't like is El Scizor, because he was just for no reason, like, I don't know, he's just way a little bit over the top. I still like Tom. Melantosh, super super nice guy. Leo, very very fun to mess around with. The second biggest troll in the community. Well, Greg is up there too. Greg makes me very very happy a lot. OP Jellicent. OP Jellicent's just a complete dumbass, and I love it so much. MPL times, Jolt the GOAT. I had so much fun in the MPL. There's Gypsy King, Matty Brawlton in the MPL. Pretty much everybody from the MPL I still like. I haven't really talked to in a long time, but I had so much fun time there. I had my own league, the BCF. So Paul Bartel, Juice Bartel, Turk, all those guys way back. The Hive definitely had a lot of fun there. And man, it's I guess a little bit sad that I'm never gonna upload another Pokemon video again. But another just random shout-outs to all the people that were able to help Jen. So I think one of them was Strumpf. I want to probably maybe link him in the description. But it was definitely Strumpf. He was, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Aaron, he helped me a lot. 6 Hacks Leo helped me with my rendering my videos. And Flying Bird, probably easily the biggest help of the GBA throughout everything. Flying Bird, GOAT. Totally have not. Oh, he made Flying Bird make me very very happy too. And I'm so glad that I get to walk out of this very very happy. Uzi, I think Uzi definitely should have made GBA main. That guy makes me happy. He's way over the top when it comes to he was super upset when people started calling me toxic, and Techno kind of like got some things wrong because he was saying that, like, how disrespectful of me to do something, but like it was very very unintentional. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, because the thing was I had so many different options. One, I had an option to not even play GBA finals. That's the one that I really wanted to do, but you guys were the reason why I ended up playing. So then it was like, okay, maybe I need to have a spin-off meme. Ended up not even having a spin-off meme. The only spin-off meme in the back of my head was like, okay, I'll add, fucking light screen, just because it's a Techno thing. Just like the littlest like grain of salt. And ended up being a big thing. Ended up like totally ruining the whole GBA D League, according to Tom, which is so obnoxious because we still had the match. And sure, it got a little tainted here and there, but who cares, dude? It was entertaining. I guess in my opinion, it's better off like this. I didn't intend for this to happen like this, but it's better off that there was controversy, because it's more entertaining. You get more views, dog, more views. Fuck it. I had fun. I hope you guys have fun doing your league shit. Don't take seriously. The biggest thing, do not take this shit seriously. I promise you. If you do, you will get nothing but shit down your throat. If you take Pokemon way too seriously, even if you do become the best, you gain nothing from it. You gain nothing from winning leagues other than false egos in which you can't even apply to life. When you go to a job and you have tons of Pokemon knowledge, but you don't know how to use basic tools in a construction job, or you don't know how to apply chemistry in laboratories and things like that, those are the things that matter. Those are, getting girls, fucking girls and stuff like that, things in my life, trying to improve every single day in all aspects, learning how to sing, learning how to box, learning how to run, learning how to mountain climb, learning how to do all these cool things, the things that you want to do. That's what you need to do in life. And if you want to play Pokemon and you want to be the best, sure, do it. And you're ended up going to regret it unless you can. Time management, the perfect thing is if you can have like perfect time management where it doesn't go over your budget, you have like average records, make playoffs, but then lose round one playoffs, like the Melantosh. Melantosh is like the only person in League format to actually do this shit right. Shout out to you. And I think that's it. If there's anything else, I don't know, dog. It's been a lot of fun. And we're gonna continue uploading in this YouTube channel. Man, oh man. It's something else. And until next time, I'm signing out. Peace. Alright, I promise you, there's only going to be one more group of shoutouts here, and then we'll call it for good here. I want to shout out the league, the DGBA. This is a fun group of guys. There's guys like Hayes, Spexstar, Shiny, a couple other really cool guys. They crack me up. Spexstar, he made a video of like this. He's like this. I don't know if he's a Trump fan or whatever, but he makes this like these parody videos or whatever. And I don't know, they're just really funny. Like he made this parody video of why the GBA fan server banned me and stuff like that. Like I'm this person that I don't know just keeps getting banned for no reason. I don't know. It's like conspiracy behind it. It's just really really funny. Shoutouts to Illusion. This guy comments on every single video on the entire planet dealing in Pokemon. This guy definitely made me smile a lot just from his comments. Like I really really appreciate them. I appreciate like comments, like views do not matter to me. Likes do not matter to me. The thing that matters to me most is comments because comments can be personal, even if it's something like big fan. That's the inside joke. It's just something fun. Or Illusion, he just has a ton of just like very very nice warm things to say, and a lot of them are like shit posts, which I love. So I don't know. Shout outs to Illusion. Guys like Evan, Aaron, for once again helping me out with the Wi-Fi genning and stuff like that, but just being just really really nice guy. Prince McGirna, even though he's kind of annoying sometimes over the top. Zamcrow's a funny dude right there because the whole controversy way back in the day with Aki, he was like defending him like no other, and now he's on my side. I don't know, just really funny. Dax and much more, but I really felt like I needed to still go out of my way just to like give back to you guys for giving me, so much enjoyment, and it's been really fun. So I love you guys so much, man. It's always having fun for sure.